Alright, so we're welcome to Curiosity Forge's truck. Right now my wife is at a bookstore she wanted to visit very badly whilst we were in Ohio. And we're on the way home from Quad State. And that was an experience. I got out there, we went to John Coffey's place, and a lot of our guys were camped out there. My wife wanted a hotel room, so we got a hotel room, which was actually a very good idea in retrospect. We got to enjoy like hot showers, a whirlpool tub, hot breakfast, you know, a lot of comforts. But while at John's house, I got to hang out with a lot of guys that I've talked to a lot online. Ting Ting, Yams from Island Metal Forge, Bob Bew, Hans Groff, Dan Zappa, of course John Coffey, the man himself. We had Sammy Gordon drop by briefly. I'm trying to think who else showed up there. Pops made an appearance. Miss Penny showed up. Sully from Shamrock Forge. It was a long list, but it was a fun group to hang out with. And we got to playing around with the forges. I brought my Atlas Mini Forge and my ASO, and got to play with those. And the Atlas was a lot of fun because I pulled that thing out the truck, and I was walking across the yard with it, and was like, ah, that thing's cute. Look at that thing. And then about 20 minutes after I fired it up, the entire crowd's like, dude, that thing is awesome. Like, yes, sir. I am fully aware. Again, if you're looking for a small forge to do stuff like that, it is worth every penny to buy those. I got a first generation. The newer ones are made better. They look better. I've been told they run a little bit better. But I mean, and the other benefit is it's super efficient. It does not burn up a lot of propane, and you can do a lot of projects in there. So again, if you're looking for one of those, hit eBay up, look up the Atlas Mini Forge, order one there, and Charles will take care of you pretty good. But we got out at the Quad State event. I didn't show up for the opening ceremonies because we were all hanging out making stuff. Ting Ting helped me finish off the Hammer Eye Punch and the Hammer Eye Drift. Got a little work to do on those on the grinder at home to make them right so that I can start making hammers. I also made some cable Damascus, and I let Yamez go to town with a piece of that to make a miniature Moabo, which if y'all haven't seen those, y'all need to go check out Island Metal Forge, watch a couple of his videos. They're really cool skull bottle openers. They look really abstract. I love them. I traded him for 3 of those. I traded him a Kiradashi for 3 Moabos, and they're gonna get welded to stuff. I don't drink. I never have to open bottles like that. So, oh, Rob Garvin, Granddad's Forge, he showed up there too. He was like the first person I ran into when I got out of the truck. There's a ton of people that were there, and my short-term memory is pretty badly shot because of everything that I've been doing lately. The Wellbutrin's been the biggest contributor, God almighty. But yeah, so we did the cable Damascus, and we also, Ting Ting had a workshop on making our own tongs. And that was great, really helpful. I learned a lot of things to refine my process, and the biggest thing I was guilty of, as always, was not taking measurements for anything at all. Just doing some basic measurement would have saved me so many hassles, so that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. You know, and of course we did a lot of trading and swapping stuff out. I got to make key tags for a whole bunch of people. Roy from Christ-Centered Ironworks showed up briefly. He's every bit as good at people to talk to in person as he is watching live streams. So if y'all haven't checked out his live streams, they're on Friday night at, I believe, 7 o'clock Eastern time. They're great live streams. They're right up there with Freeze Forge. And yeah, so that whole thing's been awesome. And check out my Instagram page. I believe I'm on there as Curiosity Forge. So that's going to get the pictures of a lot of the stuff that I got from other smiths, like the Bob Bew hammer. I'm in love with that thing. I'm going to do a video featuring that guy because that hammer's spectacular. He's onto something. You know, I got a keychain from Rob over Granddad's Forge. It's the modified shark tooth twist that he did. Because again, I have no use for bottle openers. He was handing stuff out to people that he wanted to give something to. I was like, I will go for the keychain. I don't drink. So that's going on my anvil stand for some good juju. The same thing with Sully's Touchmark. He did a cable Damascus Touchmark keychain as a counterpoint to my Damascus keychains. And he did all ingrain. That thing looks great. I'm going to love getting some good pictures of that thing. But yeah, I mean, it was a wonderful experience. And we did go down to Quad State itself just so that I could stock the trailer sales. Tailgate sales. That's the word I keep tripping up on. And the tailgate sales were really kind to me. I went in there looking for old hand tools, antique pipe wrenches, the antique auto wrenches. I got 2 or 3, I think they're Model T wrenches or Model A wrenches. Not 100% sure which, but they're going to clean up really nice. Picked up a few interesting hammers. I picked up the planishing hammer that I wanted for a while. I found exactly what I needed, and I got to test run it, and yes, that thing makes planishing a breeze. I'm going to do a video on that one specifically because it will help you improve the quality of your work dramatically. And yeah, so I'll have pictures of all that on Instagram after I get home and have a chance to recuperate from the 7-hour drive back to the hacienda. And it's going to be great. And I'm really looking forward to getting out there next year if at all possible. We're already talking about making plans far in advance so that we have more money to work with and more time to work with, because I would have loved to have stayed like 2-3 more days and really gotten to hang out with people now that we don't have Quad State to go to. We don't have a hotel to bounce back and forth between. You know, that would have been amazing. But there's always next year. And hopefully I'll be getting out to North Carolina to check out County Line Forge, hang out there for a day or two, go check out Island Metal Forge, hang out there. Depends on when I get the free time for it. But yeah, so that was my weekend there. And by the way, the official announcement for the 200 subscriber giveaway. This one's really simple. All I want you to do is go over to Sprinkled Donut Forge, give James a subscribe. He's a good dude and he's working on some really cool projects. What he's got right now is what he calls the Sort It project. And he has taken the housing from a CV axle, spiral cut it, straightened it out, turned it into a saber. He allowed me to send him some cable Damascus to make the guard from, because I figured, you know, it deserved to have a very special guard and you know, some good juju on it to go with the unique nature of the project. So he's been working on that. He said he's going to go for a stacked leather handle, and I don't know what he's doing for a pommel yet. That's going to be interesting to watch. But he's only got like 40 some odd subscribers, and that is a ridiculously low number for the kind of cool project he has going on just right now, let alone what's coming in the future. Because he is basically a fountain of very interesting ideas and very interesting ways to play with materials that you know, a lot of us just wouldn't have thought of. So please go over there, give him a subscribe. Go back and watch the Sort It videos from start to finish, and hopefully the new subscribers will give him a kick in the ass to make some more videos. Come back to this video and leave a comment. All you gotta do is say, I subscribe to Sprinkled Donut Forge. You're in. Thursday, when I do the live stream, which I should be starting at 4:30 Eastern, probably right after I finish with the motorcycle chain Damascus attempt, I will go ahead and do the drawing. When the live stream starts at 4:30, that's the end of the entries. I'm not even going to bother trying to process more entries come 4:30. And the live stream is going to start with me sitting there counting down the comments and giving everybody a number. And then I'm going to random number generate it, and we'll get what we get. And that's going to be for either a Damascus pendant, or I will turn you a pin on my lathe, whichever one the winner prefers. It makes no difference to me either way. And if you win the pin, we got some hardwoods like Purple Heart, some Black Palm, some There's some olive wood. There's a lot of stuff to pick from. If you choose a resin for that, then I've got a whole box of just random stuff. And there's some 4-color pours that I did about 5 years ago. Those blanks come out looking amazing. So if you win, we'll talk via email or messenger or whatever means necessary. We'll figure out what you want and go from there. But you know, I hope that is a worthwhile enough prize to get some people subbing over there for James, because like I said, he's doing a lot of cool stuff, and the numbers he's got right now do not reflect the nature of the work he's doing. So good luck, you know, and hopefully some people subscribe. I'd like to have a large giveaway pool to make it feel a bit more worthwhile to do something like this. If I can get a lot of people on these things, then I want to do them on a more regular basis as I have things show up. But that's what we're going to go with for now. I can't think of nothing else to say just unless I want to talk just to hear myself talk. So I'm going to wrap the video up here. Y'all have a great day. Y'all have a great week. And for the love of God, stay safe in your forges. I cannot stress that enough. Work safely, think safely. If it can't be done safely, step back and find a way. But with all that being said, praise the forge, pass the borax. Y'all have a good one.